You're just perp back with another video, and finally the Warhammer Titan has arrived on Attack on Titan. Possibly one of the final Titans of the 9. We finally get the reveal and what he's capable of, or what it's capable of. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, because I do AOT lives at least once a month. You can go check out my last 2 live discussions about the first 5 episodes. And man, I gotta say, this was so worth the build up. Just seeing, how this episode started, where we get Willie Tiber and him saying his final goodbyes to his family, was really emotional, because he didn't want to die. He's having this conversation with Magath, saying, and even Magath says like, "Oh, I don't think I can protect you." Willie knew right off the gate that something was off. He doesn't know who's like conspiring with the other side, but he was really kind of okay with it. He was still freaking out, but he was okay with it because he knew this was coming. This was epic. But let's get into the meat and potatoes, because Willie is dead. So with Eren making his appearance to just everybody in that internment zone, you have all powerful people, influential people, media, everything. Eren is so fucking smart. You could tell that, he's really thought things out to an extent. He looks directly at, the generals and all that stuff, the military, and heads for them. And then we see the Warhammer Titan, and it was the maid. And I had a feeling it was the maid. And it's interesting that the maid is actually Willie Tiber's sister, which, who would have thought that? Who would have thought that was his sister? Makes it a little bit more impactful. But before she could even transform, this man, Eren, just rushes her and beats the living shit out of the Warhammer Titan. And then, let's talk about the casualties, man, and just people dying left and right. Sophia dead, Ando dead. We don't know about Falco, but the only one that's still there is like Colt and Gabby. Gabby is pissed the fuck off. She wants blood. She wants revenge. Colt is looking for his little brother, and just you could see people getting trampled. Debris just flying everywhere. Pieces of people getting hit in the head with rocks and debris and stuff. It was complete carnage. Then in comes the backup, because Eren apparently went here by himself, and then he's been here for a very long time by himself. And I'm guessing that's why Jean was here, to look for Eren and or just stay by his side, because when Mikasa comes into play as they're fighting the Warhammer Titan is sick, man. The fact that it can kind of like make things out of nothing, kind of like a whole hammer, a sword, a bow. It's very unique and creative, and I see why Eren attacked the way he did, because he doesn't want it to get an upper hand. But it's interesting what Mikasa talks to Eren about, telling him, "You need to come home. Do you know what you started here? And you killed women and children." And Eren is so far gone, to the point where this is not the same Eren that we met in season 1. This is a completely different Eren. His mind has been warped. And like he was telling Reiner, we are the same. We come from the same background. But man, just seeing him kind of duke it out with the Warhammer Titan, which that will continue into next episode. I'm glad. It's crazy, because you think, Eren's getting hit with these anti-Titan weapons and stuff. He's getting lit the fuck up. And, the goal is for the Marlians to get the Warhammer Titan to eat Eren so they can get the Founding Titan. Vice versa, Eren's trying to eat the Warhammer Titan so he can get that power. And, this is such a power move for Eren. And I'm wondering if they're going to explain a little bit more of that, why he just up and dipped by himself. That's what it kind of looked like. I could be wrong. Let me know how you guys kind of see that whole scene. You have the Jaw Titan and Piek. They finally were able to get out of the hole. They kind of explained that because Piek had her suspicions about the one guard with the beard, Armin. We don't know where he's at. He's probably like somewhere outside the city. So I don't know where Piek is either, where she's going to pop out. But speaking of which, the Jaw Titan has a good opening to, take back the Founding Titan, eat Eren. But then Levi saves the fucking day. And there's so much going on in this episode. It's incredible. I think the build up to this episode was perfect. About the CG fights, I'm okay with it just because it's not too over the top. It's not like right in front of your face. You could definitely notice it. I think a lot of people, that's going to be some people's gripes with the episode. They're not going to like how certain characters are moving in CG, but there's so much going on. So it definitely was kind of needed. I thought the action was perfect. It just shows you how visceral and just how bloody this season's going to be and how violent Eren has become. And Eren is very thinking on his feet types. Like, he figures out how to take out the Warhammer Titan fairly quickly. And I'm like, damn. So he notices that there's like this cord thing leading underground, where that's where the actual body is. And that's pretty crazy that the Warhammer Titan, Willie Tybert's sister, was kind of in this crystal casing similar to Annie. So I'm wondering if Annie could kind of do a similar technique where you could be in this crystallized state and still be using your Titan form. But you can see that that's a risk within itself. Because Eren was about to eat her, and like I said, the Jaw Titan kind of got in the way of things, so we're gonna still have to wait to see how that plays out. I'm wondering if they're gonna have to kind of retreat. It doesn't look like they're gonna give up that easy. Zeke has to come into play. We don't know where Zeke's at, because he's definitely gonna have to face off with Levi very soon. I'm looking forward to that episode as well. There's definitely going to be some bad blood with Gabby and just the rest of the scouts. She's going to be on a witch hunt. I can't wait to see that. And she has that same drive as Eren, if you notice that, just when she's seeing all these people die. And it's like, damn, what is Eren's real goal here? Is it just solely to kill everybody? Which I'm completely fine with, but there's definitely more to it. I think Eren has a lot more tricks up his sleeve. He doesn't really jump to things, as far as how he used to. Like, he doesn't fight based off of anger and emotion. He's very calculated, man. He's very calculated in that it's going to be interesting to see the rest of this fight play out. I'm hoping they stretch it out for these 2 more episodes with the Warhammer Titan, or however long. But that's just my whole gist of this episode. This episode was phenomenal. It's definitely going to be an episode to be remembered. But let me know how you guys feel about this episode in the comments below, and your thoughts for the next episode. I'm out. Peace.